Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video. And today, we are back with more Doki Literature Club. So, we left off here. I've thought about it. We can go for Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Now, everyone seems to like Monica for some reason. But me, I think I'm all about the Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Question mark? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Her face. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when reading this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, should be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great. But let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Hope you're happy. I'm back with that awkward silence. And I just, hurt my hand. I'm taking my pencils out of my pocket. I just cut my hand. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Or Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Okay, not even 2 minutes. You're so You don't understand anything, do you? The tsundere for the win, everyone. I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. I'll let you guys read that. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. The level of shock these characters face just on a daily basis, just by a simple compliment. Or are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Okay. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made me fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And I will probably be doing several playthroughs probably. I don't know. I mean, I'm not too into it, but that can change over time. Who should I show my poem to next? For a call, if you're not careful with Yuri or Monica, then they'll, I think Yuri committed suicide, so let's go with Yuri. ... So many dots. Yuri starts the poem. See that dot at the end of poem? It's a lot of dots. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not ... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. So what do you all think? Anime adaptation of Doki Doki Literature Club. I'll look online, see if people are actually going crazy about that. Couldn't help but notice that there's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I'm gonna pull my mic a bit closer to me. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. 6.5 minutes. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, ... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Gome. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. I'm gonna get my mic closer. The trends of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. ... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Yeah. She looked away. Where are you looking anyway? Let me follow my mouse. As far as I know, she's probably looking at the board. Or maybe the windows. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. It's something easy to digest, I suppose. I can't speak English today. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dylan. Really? I must have totally missed the plot. The point. Bah. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Cut off again. I seriously need to learn to pay attention. Okay, whenever it gets around 6 minutes, I'll start looking at it a bit more. And soon to be left with nothing. Let's go back to my history. Smuggling character slinging in her past, in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things. These things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. This is difficult, man. Am I loud enough? Maybe that's a bit too loud. I honestly don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. Alright, let's go with Monica. Hi, Dylankin. I'll just have the girls do the same voice. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanna share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Yeah, I really shouldn't do that.
Dylan, did you walk or did Brandy come get you?
She came and got me. I'm recording! Some rude people around here, man. I got just a mic. Don't worry, Dylan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. I think my voice cracked a little bit. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. Kinda makes me think of something Noxky would write. She's a good writer, too. Let's take that as a compliment. If you say so. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? So is it kind of like Rammstein? Like, would it be Silverstein? Or Silverstein? Speak German, you have to like roll a little bit, roll your tongue a little bit. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. I just heard something. I'm not sure if that was my game or something. I don't know. I'll see if I can find that in the editing. That was weird. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. Okay, never mind. That's just... I have a hat on, and I'm just hearing my hair move around. I'm moving my head a lot. That might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Let's see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but always help you find what suits you the most. I really hope I'm not being too loud. Like I can see like my volume range, and I hope I'm like being okay. But I feel like it's not hitting enough. See, if I like touch it, I think it seems to just... Yeah, like I barely touched the mic and it goes boom. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very... Oh, don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction spark... This spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. A reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. What? Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, that's a bit weird. That's fine, though. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. We're not even sure of it ourselves. Though I highly doubt this video will be as long as the previous one. The previous one I hadn't realized would go on for so long. Man, it blew me away when I got done editing. Bandicoot wants to be a pain at times. So I had to like take half the video, put it together, then join that and do the same thing with the other half, and then put those two together. Because I'm currently using unregistered. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. I had a burp. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. I really can't read out. I need my glasses. Probably. Borderlining. Pull the mic a bit closer. Tad bit further. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She'd be like a better, radio hostess or whatever. ... This is a good poem, Dylan. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Hehehe, guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. That you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the whole club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. But doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Dylan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Clear my throat. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I want to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Very nice.
No!
So you know
Now you'll
about the
read my
trip,
poem
you
too,
know,
right?
Mom didn't come back.
I got cut off again. Okay, I guess I could push it to, let's see, it'd be 35 minutes now?
Ridiculous. You need to just quit.
No, it'd be 25. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehe. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Go away. No, you don't. Man, people are just annoying. It wasn't far for you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Let's see. It's been 21 minutes. Do I really want to leave it off here? Or I could read a little bit further. Difficult one. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave it off here. I will either record this again tomorrow or the day after. And I will see all of you guys in the next one.